Hello, man. How you doing? Listen, I have you do sometimes, and I think we do sometimes fuck up. Yes, we do. Yes, we fuck up. But do other people fuck up? Yes, they do. So again, give some slack. I'm gonna give myself some slack. You're gonna give yourself some slack because I want you to look at fucking up, screwing up, making a mistake in a totally different light. Okay? What have I said often in this channel? You are born here on this earth. This is your first time as that name. Okay, as Patrick A. McCarthy, this is my first time on earth. So it's my first time. Well, then I'm still learning. I'm still understanding things. So I'm bound to make mistakes and I shouldn't beat myself up, even though other people are beating me up. A wife might be beating me up in terms of an insult, my children, my friends, but just remember it's your first time. Now, if you're screwing up, you're fucking up, screwing up on a regular basis, the same thing. Well, that's a pattern, and that's a little more different. Do you get that? I can see how somebody would be annoyed by that. But if you screw up even twice, give yourself slack because a lot of things in life, there's a learning curve. Okay. It's not easy. So you might screw it up and then find the second time, oh, you screw it up again. But the third time, you got it. Okay. Well, then celebrate. Celebrate. Okay. So just realize that, and also realize that more globally here, everything that screws up in your life that we say, I screwed up, there is a gem. There is gold in that. What are you talking about, Patrick? Everything that happens to you, could you, let's play a little here. Could you start saying everything that happens to me, I'm going to say, I'm going to change the narrative a little. Everything that is happening is for me in some way. What do you mean, Patrick? Well, if you're spiritual, which I am, we've been told in the Bible and we've been told by spiritual leaders that the reason why our sperm got the egg is because we're here on this earth to experience life. Okay, to experience life in its fullest. That's how God is using us. He's in a realm of love, and when you have nothing but love, you don't know, you can't appreciate love because there's no opposite. It's only when it's dark that you can appreciate light. Happiness can be appreciated only when there is sadness. So we need an opposite to appreciate. So when you are screwing up, I just want you to realize we're here on this earth to experience life. And I'm going to give you an example. I have an alcoholic father, which maybe some of you remember, and and I had a troubled childhood. Okay, but I'm seeing now that maybe that's the best thing that's happened to me, having an alcoholic father and having a troubled childhood, because I have more compassion for men that are going through difficulty. And that's probably why I'm here today. I get so much happiness by giving value to you guys for what you're going through. Okay. I know more what an alcoholic is, a father is, and I know how it feels to be a son whose father is an alcoholic. So I have experience. I know what it is to go bankrupt. Not me, my parents. I have experience. So having experience means I have compassion. I have more, and I just give you, I try to give you something that you're gonna, it's just gonna be clear. You know, when you read a novel or you read a textbook and you read something that happens and you understand what happened and it's here, but when you experience it, it's here. It's in every cell in your body. I really feel it. Oh my God, I felt it, what it feels like. And now I understand better than anything else. So these experiences and all of them, even traumas when we were kids, guys, um, you were kicked by a horse and knocked out, okay? And you had to stay in the hospital for 2 weeks. You have probably more compassion now for the sick, for being sick and having to go to the hospital. Okay, if your child has to go to the hospital, you remember when you were kicked by the horse. So, do you see how the miracle in that? Do you see how the gold in that experience? That when you can learn from it, you can, because you have experience, you're more rich as a person. Okay, in terms of your worth, what you have in terms of wisdom. And if you're in business or if you just have a job, realize that stop beating yourself up for fucking up. Okay? Give yourself some love. And from every mistake comes the way to do it. Okay? It's through making mistakes that we become better. It's through making the mistake that maybe we found something that works even better than before we had made the mistake. So thank God I made a mistake. Okay? So basic what I'm trying to say is yes, so you fucked up. Okay? It's good. Okay? What did we learn from it? How have we changed? And you might say, no, Patrick, it's made me, if someone hit me, it's made me riled up and I'm angry. And how is that good? Oh, well, maybe now, if you got bullied as a child, maybe the gold in that is one, you're going to be a little more careful judging people because you know how it feels to be judged. Well, then maybe you are going to be a strength in the society. You're going to be an example. People are going to want to follow you because it was that bullying as a child that's made you so sensitive to treat everybody as they should be treated. Don't laugh at people. Do you understand these are exemplary behaviors? And most people don't follow them. So if you could be an example, you're sensitive now in a beautiful way that maybe you weren't before. So there is the gold. Okay, there's the gold. And the more that you hone into that experience, and you see the bigger picture. As a child, you're 6 years old, 7, 8, 9, I don't care what age you are, but you're young, and you got bullied. Well, you didn't have a frontal lobe when you were a kid. So you just had your feelings and you had emotions. And you cried in private and you sulked in public because you're being bullied. And you were so emotional, but you couldn't do anything. You thought they're so mean. Why are they picking on me? They don't like me. I hate me too. That's the way, and it's normal. It's normal. It's normal. It's normal. However, as adults, we now are older. When you're 15, you're 16, you're 17, you're 18, 19, you now have a frontal lobe, a frontal lobe, and that means you have the rationale now. So now you can see the bigger picture that you couldn't see as a child. What do you mean, Patrick? Well, you can see that children that bully have a problem with self-esteem. They need to put someone else down to feel better about themselves. Ah, you were just somebody they felt they could put down, and they knew that you wouldn't say anything. But believe me, they have the problem because they're the ones that are aggressive because they don't like themselves. Okay? And you were small when they were bullying you. But do you realize now as an adult, and this is a lot, is done in therapy a lot, is go get that child, that 9-year-old, that 8-year-old, that 7-year-old of you in your memories, and talk to that child now as an adult, as an older person. Listen, I'm going to take care of you now. You don't need to be fearful of anybody now. I have your back. And go get that child and bring it in your heart and just say, listen, I'm going to take care of you now. I see the bigger picture. The picture was the people that bullied, they had a problem loving themselves. Okay. And if you're still scared you're going to be bullied, don't worry. I'm going to protect you. I have muscles. I'm tall. I'm stronger than you. And believe me, trust me, you're safe now with me, and you'll always be loved because I love you because you're part of me. Okay? Let's celebrate. You're never alone now. You'll always be loved and you'll always be safe. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm playing, I'm having fun, but it's done. We do it. I did it to my child that my father was an alcoholic. I had to do it for me too. And it was a miracle. It brought me more peace than in ways I never had before. Okay. So listen, I'm going to stop right here, but hopefully this resonates with you. Okay. And if it does, subscribe and you'll get more. But call to action. Okay. In the messaging, okay, could you just share with all of us how in your fucking up, what did you learn about yourself? In your fucking up, how did you change in a good way? And you got to look for the gold. Okay? It takes looking for the gold to see it. But when you see that gold, it changes the context completely. So I'm going to leave you with that. I wish you all the best, peace and love, and look forward to seeing you soon. Okay, bye-bye.